Again, the autofocus. Okay, no thinking involved. Absolutely no thinking involved. This is an add-on video to the video that you're going to see after this. And I just didn't, I got 7,000 videos, and now I just do them like this. I just feel a little bit like Alex Jones, but a little bit on the lighter level because I see everything. But unless more voices come out here and we jam it into the system, right? What is happening out here? Yes, we are like cattle. We are being led to the slaughter. But the slaughter is not the death, because in 80 years or 100 years, there ain't one person on this planet. In 110 years, I don't think one person on this planet born today or any time yesterday, okay, is going to be alive. Everyone's dead. In 100 years, we're all dead. On this planet, dead is a deed. Deed is the company from Mars where you have chosen to come and eliminate your mind. I believe that the alternate worlds or the alter worlds, I think there's of choice and there's of no choice. In one area, your mind is wiped, where you can't actually, where we work on good luck and bad luck, where karma sets come in, but we know karma in the primary world, primary, secondary, and the atom world, the A and E, Adam, Dam, and Eve, okay, Ve, Dam, Ve, Vedam, VD, Vedam, okay, just two letters, just like Mars, okay, is empty, MT, Mars terrestrial, MT, the shell. They fill the shell into this earth. They say that if you get fire to burn, but you can't have fire without certain elements being there. Can you say the gases, the combustibility, right? Of course we're being led, and yes, I do believe that there's higher and higher and higher sources. I don't know how they speak to the alternate worlds. I think it's actually money and control that's doing this whole thing. The more they get the vision of how to make the money and gain the control, we don't even have to speak to the extraterrestrials. You already know that if you can make the money, then you can get the control. I know tomorrow I can probably hire to work 80 to 90%, let's know, 70 to 80% of the people tomorrow will be working for me if I had the money, right? I also know that if I don't treat them right, some will turn around and take me out. I also know that if anybody else has money and gives them a better deal, that they will take me out or go work for somebody else. Do I believe that we are being trained? Yes, I do. What is the gain? What is the gain of winning alternate space? Is there something in the alternate world that they will gain? Is it a planet? Is Christ, Jesus Christ, Moses, Noah, do they own their own planet? Or is Noah and Poseidon together because they have water in common, but yet Moses split the sea, making into a cent, right? You split that sea, you split it in half this way, or you split it in half this way. What did Moses see? Split the sea? Which sea did he split? I don't remember, but that's okay. I don't have to remember everything. I'm like one big joke. 7,000 videos. 8 years of my life. Prior to that, it was about 4 to 5 years of writing, coloring, drawing. Where did I go? To the poorhouse. Since I saw this vision, I've never been poorer. In fact, I can use $300 right now, right? In which I used to just say, hey, Zadie, Grandpa, I need 500. Can you give it to me? I used to walk into the bank and say, I need 2,000. Can you give it to me? Today, I can probably do the same thing, call a bunch of my family, but I can't. It's a complete embarrassment, but I can use $200-300 right now. You know, I've paying I don't want to owe anybody any money. I like to pay all my things off. I don't think anybody should be ripped off, and I don't think anybody should loan any money if they can't afford it. And I don't think anybody should loan anybody else's money if they expect to give it back without getting screwed. Now, I could never not pay somebody back or screw anybody for money because it's against my politics. Although I've not paid a bank back, I've not paid a MasterCard back, that's basically it. I borrowed something from somebody when I was younger. They don't even know they had it. They don't even know they're missing it, and I never put it back. But I know one day I can. Somehow my phone popped up in front of me. So let me get back on to the, I don't know, I've been getting these crazy pop-ups and I don't like it. Pornographic, I don't know where I went. I don't like these pornographic. It's like somebody's screwing somebody else. I don't want to see anybody get screwed. So I want to go back and there was that comment. You already uploaded that video. It's a duplicate. Where's that comment from the mighty Grim Reaper, right? And there are two kinds of forks. Let me see that comment again. Just give me a second. The distractions, absolutely the distractions. 66 is for woman. 66 is woman. W-O-M-A-N. That means ace because 5 letters equals 5 by 20 and 5 by 7. But 20 is actually 10 split 10. That's 20. It was 66, right? So the split of 66 is 5 letters, 135. So 135 and 66 is 72. And the split goes through the red sun. The split goes through the red sun. You see the way I'm acting right now? I'm showing a unicorn, and I'm not doing this on purpose. It's because this is what happened to me while I had this thought. The unicorn split. And the unicorn, in order to go in, you have to screw your way in. You screw your way in by hooking somebody, right? You screw somebody means you take advantage of them. So you screw your way in, right? You can have the pine cone that you can't pull out. The screw will unravel and come out the other way, or you can have just a pointed horn, right? And if you put in a bull's horn, you put it in this way. You can't pull it out. So if you put in 2 bull's horns this way, you can't pull them out. You would have to cut one off and slide it out this way. If you have a curve like this, when you pull it out, you have to go this way. If you have a curve like this, you have to pull it out and you have to go this way. So depending on the curve, right? Depending on the curve, if this is the curve, I would be pulling out this way. So if the curve is from left to right, I would end up turning and looking this way. If the curve was this way, I'd end up looking this way. I think I'm going to keep this as 2 separate videos, so forget what I said before. And in this comment, and leaving to 1178, which is the gateway of Jesus through Mars in creation, 1178, 17 the gateway, 87 is 56, and that's your wolf between the mountains and number 3, because 8 by 7 equals to numeric value number 3. The 7 is also number 65 in letter count. Back to woman is 135, which is 72 and 66. 7 and 2 is 9. 6 and 6 is 3, equaling to 93, the sky systems of Saturn. Okay. I have one other video I will do on this. It has to do with thank you in a couple of languages, and yes and no. 1 between 2. 1 between 2. We must count the void area space, right? If you are walking down an aisle, and on each side of the aisle were plants, you have the walkway, which is the division of the 2 aisles, taking up the sides of 2 areas, and then the plant. And then the plant itself has 2 sides, because the minute you put something down, like this, I have the area here and this side and that side. Now, if I have another piece over here, this area space is for both sides. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. And FEMA is also 11 and mu is 14, or the minus side. Okay, hold on a second. Let me do this again. It becomes 2,5 sane Earth. And if you minus it, it becomes 1,3, which is the alternate current, 1 and 3. And again, FEMA, through the moon, through the moon. Threat, time, heaven, retreat. Threat, time, heaven, retreat. Why are we retreating? Bible is 292, and that is birth in the black world, the negative world, and it's the bib. The bib, the 9 also can revert to the 6, which would be the F, which would be 11, and then instead of having BIB, we'd have BBB, or 222, and that is questionable of what 222 is, so I'm not going to get into that. And everything I do always has to be discussed. Another thing with the numbers 1178 is first and last. How do we want to use these numbers? And depending on how we use these numbers is going to create an equation. And this equation will give us a different reality and definition to the theory of definitions. I mean, deal or no deal through the sun system of alternate current. DE is also the sun. It's the fox. It's a trench. It's a passage. Imagine going straight forward and all of a sudden it dips and goes up. Imagine you go into the dip and then you go that way. Nobody knows. Where did you go? They think you're still down there, but there's a trench that we don't see. The same thing with the sky system. We might see the sun, but there can be a trench. How do we know we're actually seeing the sun that way? How do we know we're actually seeing into space with these eyes that we see because we can't see? Go out, I like to say this, not on every day, when it's a really sunny day, especially a couple of weeks ago, I was down by the water and I looked out and I see all these little silver dots all over the place. And then these little squiggly black lines. Raphael, 7286, in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for 12 minutes and 32 seconds of your time. In fact, I'm going to cut it short and just thank you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Coming to you from the famous House of Paint, and the oil is spilling from the cross. Welcome to the new world beginnings.